I do. I don't think the situation is black and white. Africa faces an enormous infrastructure gap, and African leaders should be welcoming capital from around the world to fund these projects. But that doesn't mean that it's 100% win-win or that it's great across the board. And I think that by dismissing concerns out of hand or saying that that's not how China works, or it may not be that blunt of an instrument, we're really doing a disservice to the situation and what's going on. And here's what we're looking at. Some countries, whether it's Djibouti or its neighbors or Zambia or others, are taking on an unsustainable amount of debt from multiple sources, but much of it from China. China now has about 14% of the total debt stock of bilateral debt when you take South Africa out of the picture. It's a growing amount. We don't know the conditions. And these countries are going to be increasingly leveraged to repay that. When they're unable, China will make additional demands. These countries will have less money to spend on social services and other programs. It's somewhat of a downward spiral, which makes it more and more difficult to get money and access capital markets. So I think the fact that China is investing and making an important play in Africa, that has many beneficial consequences, but that doesn't mean that there isn't a downside here or some places where their practices really should change.